No back out now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. No back out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Simeon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Plenty of scoring here already. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter. On 4th down, the Texans will turn it over to the active leader in punting yards, and that's Shane Leckler. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 15. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. No surprise there. Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now they'll run it on the toss. And an alley to run. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. Here's Shane Leckler now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's got room. Give him 30 yards there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They'll set up a throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him 15 more, and it's another first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they give this time to the tailback. And some room to work. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on fourth down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Tell you what. I don't think I agree with the call to go for it, but I will be the first to give him credit because every book in the world tells you to punt in that situation, but he trusted his instinct. And as a result, his guys are going to get a new set of downs.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands so they can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9. And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to roam now. Give him 18 yards on that one. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
The defense has got to be kicking themselves. They forced them into a 4th and long, and I mean long. And yet a running play picked up the first down. How does that happen?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row, and I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurtled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
And he's just going downhill.
Not only downhill, but with incredible force.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And with that carry, he has done it. He breaks the single-game rushing record.
How about doing it in the spotlight of our game? How wonderful is that to see all those yards accumulated, culminating in a brand new NFL record?
Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone. The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Quentin Demps. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got some space here. He cuts right sideline in some space. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with a career-high 4-touchdown game. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would.
Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. And we'll see what he can do on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And they give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for it. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7.
Hey, got 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
When you got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this.
Touchdown City, baby. Touchdown City.